So you have an online course, you just finished creating it, and now you're stuck because you don't know how much to charge. Keep watching to find out 3 simple ways to price your course. Hey everyone, welcome back and hello. If you're new here, my name is Janelle Allen and I help business owners like you to create and market online courses. Now today we are going to talk about pricing, which is a topic that a lot of new course creators struggle with, even veteran course creators, right? So let's dive in and figure it out. All right, so before we get into how to price your course, I want to talk about why people struggle with this. Now, the number one reason that I've seen is just imposter syndrome and a bunch of emotional mind trash, right? Maybe you think your course isn't good enough for you to charge more. Or you think, hey, I'm just starting out, I'm not as experienced, how can I ever charge X? Or maybe there's some big internet person who has a course on your same topic and they're charging a certain price and you don't feel comfortable. Maybe you don't feel like your course measures up. Well, if any of those resonate with you, what I want to ask of you is to let it go. Forget all of that emotional stuff. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways to actually take the emotion out of your price. So let's get into number 1. So the first way to price your online course is something I like to call OPP, other people's prices. This is a super easy way to price your course and to take the emotion out of it. You simply make a list of other course creators who have a course on your topic and then jot down the price points that they're charging. From there, to make it really simple, and again, taking the emotional part out of it, just choose the median price. So find a price somewhere in the middle, or if that's too hard or you don't feel comfortable with that price, then just pick the lowest price and start there, the lowest price on the list. But the big takeaway here is see what other people are charging and emulate them as a starting point. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2 is good old arithmetic. That's right, I'm talking about math. Now, let's say you want to make $100,000 from one online course this year. Well, you can use math to figure out what your course price should be. For example, you know that to make $100K, if you're charging $500, then you're going to need to sell 200 online courses for the year. To make the same amount, charging $1,000, you only need to sell 100 courses for the year. And if you boost your price up to $2,000, then you only need to sell 50 courses for the year. Now, this doesn't include taxes and strike fees and all of that stuff. I'm not an accountant, but this is a really easy way to just use math. And again, take the emotional part out of it, pick a price, and keep going. All right, so that's number 2, good old arithmetic. Number 3 is magic. No, I don't mean like abracadabra or Harry Potter or wizards and all of that stuff. I mean the magic formula. So this is perfect if you are using tiered pricing, right? So, or packages, which is what I sometimes call them. So let's say you have price 1, 2, and 3 for your course, different options that include different assets. Well, the magic formula for pricing your tiers is this: X, 2.2X, and 5X. Now, what does that mean? How does that translate? X is tier 1. So this is going to be your entry level or starter tier, right? And so let's say that's $1,000. That's where you're starting for your course. Your mid-level tier, which if you have 3 tiers, then that's the one that you really want most of your sales to come from. That one at 2.2X is going to be $2,200. So your last tier, your premier tier, is going to be 5X or $5,000. So that's how you can approach tiered pricing with that magic formula. Now, a couple things to remember when it comes to this magic formula is it's okay to break the formula. So sometimes I price my middle tier at 2x instead of 2.2x. It's up to you. You're in control, all right? Speaking of being in control, some final tips for you. Remember that you can always change your price later. This is something that I feel like a lot of new course creators forget. It is your course. It is your business. You get to decide how you're pricing, okay? Now, if you do change your price, I highly recommend raising it instead of lowering it. It can just be a little weird if you are offering the same value and all of a sudden you cut the price in half. So avoid all of that weirdness. And if you're going to change your price, raise it. Of course, if you add more value, then you definitely should increase your price. Okay? All right. So in today's video, you learned 3 simple ways to set your price: OPP, math, and magic. So hopefully this will help you get out of your feelings and set your course price. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you want to stay in touch with me and see new videos. Oh, one more thing. Do me a big favor and drop your course price down in the comments for me. All right? Peace.